You know, you mentioned characters. Barcelona has lost the best type of character you can have.
What? The quiet?
The best player, the guy who's humble, the guy who demands a certain standard. And if there was one thing that was missing with PSG, in my opinion, well, it wasn't that they had characters in the dressing room. The problem was the leading character was a guy in Neymar who kind of did what he wanted. That's not the kind of character you need to be the leader of a team. So the fact that you've got Messi and Ramos walking into that dressing room, that's going to change. He's going to be Neymar is going to be held accountable, no question by Messi, but along with Ramos.
And these are all, they're all very good players, PSG, most of them that they've got. But they themselves now have to up the game. As Stevie said, he walks in, you have to up your game. Right? Because he sets the standard. He has for, as Ronaldo has, for Real Madrid and Juventus. Juventus weren't able to step up to the plate for him. But Messi has the cast of characters here that they're going to have to up the game, particularly when it gets to the Champions League. And that's where the pressure's going to be on. But boy, it's an exciting looking team, eh?
Looking at this 11,
Mbappe, Neymar and Messi.
Yeah.
That's scary, isn't it?
It's hard to imagine. The one thing, though, here, Stevie, is Frank, like, not just recently, but for months on the show, he said the one thing that PSG is missing is a true six. You disagree?
Hold on, have we got Donnarumma on the bench here?
Yeah. Yeah, this is, I'm being told this is Jules' 11.
Okay.
Also, respect for Keylor Navas. Come on.
You got his...
Oh, no, good keeper, but...
Yeah, Frank said that last week, that he was a little worried they didn't have proper defenders in the middle of the park. I think you look at Verratti, you look at Wijnaldum. You talk about two guys. I mean, Wijnaldum in particular at Liverpool did that job. His job at Liverpool, when they were the champions of Europe, was to get the ball as quick as he could and give it to the front three. That's exactly what he's going to be doing. Verratti's job has always been get the ball and give it to the forwards. So, listen, Paredes may not be your favourite player, but he's not a bad player and he will absolutely do a job. He can close the ball down and he can win the ball back. And if he does the same, if those three along that middle do the same thing and give it to the front three, then they'll get the job done. I'm sure of that.
Frank, your response?
Well, I don't want to I don't want to disagree to a Liverpool legend, talking about his own club. But I think if Liverpool wouldn't have, Henderson, it would have been different. And I think Henderson was the bad dog in the middle of the part that I'm talking about. Wijnaldum, they did the job, but they like to go forward. I want somebody like Didier Deschamps, or somebody like Emmanuel Petit, somebody who works very hard, defensively, ready to sacrifice. I want N'Golo Kante in the middle of the park. It's what I'm talking about. I don't find that. We have fantastic player. Verratti, when he has the ball, is great, but he can hold only an hour most of the time. Wijnaldum likes to go forward. Paredes, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for his fans, but I don't think he belongs to Paris Saint-Germain. And I think somebody is missing over there, because you will have to compensate the three guys up front.
I tell you what,
how greedy are these French?
You've got Mbappe, Neymar and Messi, and Frank's talking there as though it's going to all collapse down the plug
why
hole.
are we not getting N'Golo Kante?
Seriously?
Let's just go and pilfer every club the best players. We haven't got... what do you want?
Jules, they have had an incredible...
No, but you see, Sebi, just to say, when Liverpool won the Champions League, they had Henderson. When Real Madrid won the Champions League, they had Casemiro. When Bayern Munich won the Champions League, they had Kimmich. And Kante was playing for Chelsea when Chelsea won the Champions League. It's factual. Those players are, for me, in a modern football, the most important football. Of course, they have a fantastic front line, and I wish them the best. I'm just saying that there is a gap there. And it's been a decade that we are seeing what is the problem with Paris Saint-Germain. And we, I think, identified the problem. The problem is in the middle of the park. I just say they didn't resolve the problem.
Jules, PSG have had an incredible summer. Any sense from you that they could do more, do what Frank's asking for, and add that player?
Sorry.
I don't think they will go for a number 6 unless they sell and they sell well, but they don't have much time left to sell Tilo Kehrer or Pablo Sarabia or Ander Herrera, those kind of players. So I'm very skeptical on them making another signing. You've got Marquinhos as well, who could be in the end, the best option to play as that holding midfielder in front of your back four, in front of Kimpembe and Sergio Ramos, who can also drop and make you a back three, who will be that solid anchor of your midfield, and have Wijnaldum and Verratti on each side of him, and then you've got maybe a bit more solidity. I think Pochettino has a lot of options of what he wants to do in midfield. It depends on the opposition as well. If you play with a high block, with a low block, if you want to play on the counter, there's so many things that they can do, but I'm not sure that really a key holding midfielder is really what is missing so much, because again, I do think Marquinhos could do a really good job like he did under Tuchel for that team in big games.
Jules, real quick, away from Messi for a bit, what did PSG's president say today about Mbappe's future with the club?
Nasser Al-Khelaifi was adamant he's not going anywhere. He wants to stay. He wants to play with Messi. Of course, he's out of contract next summer, and if he doesn't want to extend his deal, which is on the table from the club, then he will go on a free wherever he wants in a year time. But for now, it's out of the question completely from PSG to let him go, to sell him. And I think even if he wants to be the big star, and we know his ego and his all that confidence, I don't think you pass on playing with Messi once at least in your career. So he will stay this season, be that front three with Messi and Neymar, and then we will see what happens next summer.
That's an interesting point, because you're not only signing, I'll be brief, signing a great player, but you're retaining your better players because they want to stay.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.